Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. It's 2 p.m. today. Nothing much today. How you doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I haven't done anything yet today. I ate lunch or breakfast. We had the whole breakfast lunch discussion. I would call it breakfast. If you want to call it lunch, you can. It was like a 12 p.m. meal, but it was the first thing I ate. So, you figure out what you like to call it. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Yeah, nothing interesting to tell you. I do want to mention HelloFresh deal's still going on. You got about 10 days left in that if you want to do the deal. There's a link in the description. You can click it or you can put my code in. So I made the meals. They were very good. I do recommend it. Yeah, that's it. I am sponsored, but I think I would recommend it even if I wasn't sponsored. It's pretty good. You're paying a little bit of a premium for the convenience of having the food delivered to you, but like, you know what? That's alright with me for now. Anything else? I had one other. Oh yeah, I have a good actual question for you today. If you want to talk about something in the comments, we haven't done one of these in a while. But what's your favorite instrument? Is what I wanted to hear from you today. I heard a nice guitar riff on. I don't remember what song it was, but I went out yesterday and I heard a cool guitar riff and I went, yeah, that's a nice sound. That's not my favorite instrument though. I think my favorite instrument is probably like it's probably a brass instrument. It's probably like the saxophone or something like that. Maybe the trumpet, but I don't know. Maybe you got a weird one. You got any weird ones out there? Any what would be a weird instrument to call your favorite? Any tuba enjoyers? No? Yeah, I mean probably. There's probably someone out there for all of them. You let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Melting Exile, Hellhorned, it's Rage, Shadow, Patient, Level Drippings, Hornbreak, Memento Mori. Okay. Melting Exile, Hellhorned. Sure. Gurg's Goad. Yeah, that's fine. I'm down to play like Harvest plus Horn, like a yeah. Gurg's Goad just makes every demon in the game extremely good. It turns every common unit except for Demon Fiend into a really good unit, so we can play Harvest in front of someone really strong as a permanent frontliner. Down. Should be good. Votive Key is fine. Good for imps. I took Precious Plating recently, you may remember, and I liked it a lot, but this is a strong start, so I don't need to take Precious Plating to be strong. We took Precious Plating to make Tethys feel... or rather, because we had Tethys, I should say. And the trial doesn't scare me because, yeah, it's Corgi. They're not going to hurt me very much. So what units do I want to play here? Any of them, really. It might be best to play something that has built-in survivability. We will see what we are offered. I don't have a particularly strong feeling off the top here. I think maybe the best unit could be something like Rail Beater, even. I'm not 100% convinced of that yet, but it could be. I'm like... yeah, I don't get the collector here. My damage is off slightly. It's okay, we got a trial for it, it's fine. Yeah, Rail Beater has nice high base HP, and a nice effect as well. So, I could see it being a good Rail Beater run. I'm not Rail Beater's biggest fan, I will admit, but could work here. You never know. Shame I can't get this Queen Zippling a little bit better, but it's fine. I'm not at risk of dying here, I don't think. We have Hollow Drippings on two dregs? Yeah, dregs. I wanted to call them drafts, but I don't think that this is a problem. Although with the lifesteal, maybe it is. No, we're fine. We took 1 damage plus the trial. Pretty good. It turns out Endless Queen Zippling in the early game is pretty good. And Queen Zippling, of course, really bad. Probably one of the worst starters in the game, but it's fine at the beginning of the game. Truly. Entombed Explosive is good. Yeah, I like it. Fledgling Imp is good. Oh yeah, Deranged Brute. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a freebie today. Sure, Monster Train, thanks. I appreciate that. Just gonna toss me this run. No problem. Multi-strike for 95? Oh my god, Monster Train. Oh my goodness. Alright, so here's the real question. What do I want to put on Deranged Brute here? So I think the answer to this question is whatever I want. It's not a multi-strike option. There's no multi-strike infusion we can put on him here. So we can go over it all real quick. I think that the best one is probably actually Steelworker, because the only thing that I have to worry about here is survival. And Steelworker cuts in half the amount of the amount I have to survive on the Divinity for sweep, right? Because it goes down to 5 armor. Or it goes to 5 armor per turn, which is half of my Deranged Brute base survivability. Yes, I think that that makes perfect sense. I was 100% ready to skip that if I had to, but I do not. Okay, so I'm going to do this right now because I don't want to sit on 2 units in this run. The only thing that's kind of bad is we have to find a way to kill our imp repeatedly. But we have Endless for the imp built in. This run is extremely strong. I'm going to play it cool here. I could take the trial, but I'm just going to take it easy. Be cool with it. Yeah, clear out units when we can. But the path forward is pretty straightforward, right? We've had runs recently where we've lost, but the loss has been like, oh, this was hard to see the actual proper line through. This one's going to be hard to lose, I think. The only downside of this run is that I only have 1 source of rage currently. That's the only thing to not like, I would say. And so a late draw on a Rage Imp will cause me to take some damage in this early game. It shouldn't be life-threatening, although it could be, I suppose. 41. I don't have room to do anything else here, so the best thing to do, because this unit's under 20, is to kill the spikes, because that saves me 5 damage, and hitting the Forge Disciple does nothing. Yeah, we're gonna late draw our Fledgling, and the only reason it's really bad is because I don't get to actually get, like, the Endless value at all. I'll get 1 play of it, probably. Yeah, because I drew Hornbreak late as well. 35 times 3. Yeah, this is definitely worth more. I was gonna say, maybe it's worth more to play Entombed Explosive. I don't think so, though. I think 35 times 3 is enough. It is. 30 times 3, it's gonna go down pretty quick, but also we have 58 HP Rage in the front. You gotta remember, even if we're weaker on the, or even if we're late on the draws like that, it's still strong early. We have 3 hits there. And the Rage bonus applies to Rector as well. I could take Dripfall here. I think it's worth it. Yeah, definitely, you know, I can see either one. Fledgling himself infuses 10 Rage to all units, but Ritual Battle is just a spell. I think Fledgling himself infuses better. I'm gonna wait a little bit on it. Let's take a second here now. I think that if I want to do this mapping out the run, I should do it about here. I can look ahead a little bit if I want earlier, but like, duplicate here, skill shop there. How many temples do we have? Ah, Monster Train, you're trying to get me with a little 3 temple action. Good thing I looked. I want to also map out where the duplicates are. The rest of the stuff doesn't really matter that much, but we want to see where the duplicates are and if we have temples. So we will do our Imp Self-Infuse here. I don't have a good reason to go right. There's nothing I can really take at the steel shop right now. I have no money. So I'm going to go left and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate Fledgling in. Not gonna do the self-infuse. I think it's kind of expensive. Bone Dog, someone did give me Bone Dog stats for the episode 2 days ago. Shout out, Bone Dog in the run where I took him and gave him Permafrost gave me, it was 108 health, something like that. Not today, Bone Dog. I am a little sad. If you don't remember, I think last year or 2 years ago, Bone Dog had a little witch's hat on. For Halloween, and also the train stewards had pumpkin heads, and they did not bring those back this year. I don't know about you, but I personally love little things like that games put in, little like seasonal decorations for video games. I always think those are so cool. My favorite example of this, of course, is Cave Story. If you haven't played it, Cave Story, definitely one of my favorite games of all time. In Cave Story, if you play around Christmas, and if you don't know about Cave Story, it's like an indie game that came out in the year like 2005. It was something that was released just onto a forum somewhere, sort of deal. Anyway, that game has, if you play it around Christmas, the assets swap. Some of the characters are wearing Christmas-based like things. Like there's one of the characters wears a little witch's hat, and I think the main character gets a little reindeer nose. I love that shit, man. I'm a sucker for it. I really am. I always love it. Dome Keeper's doing it right now. Been playing a lot of Dome Keeper on stream. That game is doing it with what is it? Oh, there's a little skull pet you can pick up in the game, and it'll just hang out. There's some other stuff it has too, but I'm a huge fan of those. It's a bummer that we did not get the Monster Train one this year, because I am a big fan. But I'll allow it, I guess. They're busy working on Inkbound. It's fine. I'll be okay with it. Oh, he was getting +5 because each of these units is equal. That's cool. I didn't ever think about that, but it makes sense. Each of these clergymen at 5 attack, they die, and as long as he doesn't get one-shot Rector, he's even on HP with them, because they are equal to his health gain. Like, the harvest and the damage are equal. Neat. I think you could pick up a quick in this run and it would be alright. I think that's the only thing I could really take here, but like we have 3 multi-strike, which is enough to kill most things. So I'm gonna look for, I don't know what. I was thinking I might take space here, but I think space is going to fall off pretty quickly. I think we'll take draw as usual. Again, we pick draw because draw early good relics can show up to set off energy, and also there are events that can give us space. I think that space is probably what I'll take next, but it doesn't make a big difference. I don't need to spend a whole lot of time thinking here. Speaking of energy relics, I don't have any spells that I care about playing though, so I'll take Memorial Fund. Yeah, my philosophy is, unless you're going to absolutely 100% die for it, I think it's best to take draw first. Because there are only, depending on what clan you are, there's only one, I think, clanless draw card, or draw relic, and it is Wingsteel, which is a bastard. Fucker. I hate it. I hate Wingsteel. So I'm not a huge fan of that one. And then we will 65, so I'm at 80, 90, 100. Okay, easy. So there's Wingsteel, and then there's clan-specific ones, like draw a card when you play a morsel is a draw relic, and Sap Tap exists, and what's the other one? Oh, Queenstail exists as well, but Queenstail is also an energy relic, so, you know. My feeling remains unchanged. It's good to just go draw first whenever you can. I think there are cases where you have to think about it though, like if you're, but the thing is, the reason that draw is so strong is because draw lets you get to the cards you actually care about. Monster Train starts you with a lot of garbage that you never want to play. You get a lot of deck bloat in this game. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you never want to see, right? Like, these Queen Siblings at this point are completely dead. I care about drawing into exactly Fledgling Imp. The rest of the cards in this deck don't matter because of draw priority. And so, you pick draw because draw lets you draw to the cards you care about faster. That's why I kind of think Volatile Gauge is better than I've been giving it credit for, because it lets you draw into the card you care about faster. And often you don't care about the energy cost. Sometimes you'll low roll and it'll be bad, but, you know. That's my feeling there. I'm gonna pick up, what I will be on the lookout for here is some armor cards. That's what I'm after. Oh, and then by the way, for space, there aren't many space relics, but there is a space event. There's also an event that gives you energy, to be fair, but I think that Wait, no, that doesn't change my point. Never mind. I thought that changed my point for some reason. That doesn't change my point. My point stays the same. My point is that it's better typically to go for draw first because there's less ways to get card draw in this game. However, it does lead to positions occasionally where if you autopilot, you'll just die. You'll have to take draw. Or energy, I should say, because you'll just not be able to play your cards sometimes. Specifically, it's bad if you have important 3-cost cards. Engulf and Smoke, by the way. I don't need Inferno here, I don't feel. I could take Dark Deal. It's specifically bad if you have important 3-cost cards, because when you play on the top floor, you'll get Ember Drain, and the Ember Drain will make you not be able to play your card. A lot of the time. Let me cut Train Steward. I think that I should probably get rid of a few Queens and things now. Some of them can stay, but for the most part they can all go. These are fine. Trader's Quill is fine. It's whatever. Move Consume, no. -1. There's no Value Stone left. I know what I have, so we can just take Engulfed and Smoke -1. +10 for Hornbreak is always good. Permafrost? Ah. I'm gonna leave this open. I want Engulfed and Smoke to have either holdover or double stack in this run, given the option. So we'll do these two. And we'll go. The closing thought, by the way, to that last conversation piece is that there is no guarantee 100% in Monster Train. There are exceptions to literally every rule in this game. There is no hard and fast rule to playing Monster Train, so you gotta be aware. I'm gonna play it like this. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I think that's correct. I should use that to kill a card or kill a Sycophant. It's worse that I played it like this because I did not draw Fledgling Imp on this turn. Well, no, I had 2 turns to draw Fledgling Imp, actually. Now that I think about it, right? The thought is simple. If I leave this guy on the top floor, he will be in my way, and if he's in my way, then I could end up missing out on the Fledgling Imp. But unfortunately for me, my Fledgling Imp was my bottom card, so this ended up not being a good play. That's alright, it happens. I don't know why I killed them. I could have just played the Queen's Zipling. I would have gained extra money. It's okay. Yeah, if he gets stuck on the floor, this Fledgling Imp, it would be really annoying. And I didn't want that, so I just dropped him. The alternative, sorry, I should actually bring you to where I was thinking. The thing I was thinking about was playing the Fledgling Imp first and getting it endless, the regular Fledgling Imp, the non-infused one. I don't think it's that good, but that's what I was thinking about there. 4 hits is not enough. It's okay though. The big killer for this run for the enemies is Hornbreak. There are going to be times where there are more than 4 enemies on the board. However, more than 4 enemies will not be able to overcome 30 damage piercing, typically. There's not a case where the game's going to send 5 enemies at you, and they are all 5, like, 300 HP. That just doesn't happen in this game, thankfully. Thankfully. God, that shit would be miserable. Alright. Good fight. I would, again, if you wanna give me another stat tracker here, tell me how much money I make on Memorial Fund this run, because I think it's probably gonna be in the it's in the hundreds for sure. It's probably gonna be like 200 to 300 if I were to guess. Important Work is actually really bad. Don't take this here because it fucks your endless. Good catch, me. Okay, so here I could go either way. I think that double summons is good to look for. I'm gonna go right because I think the event's a little bit better to search, actually. I have a lot of money. Double extinguishes. What a shame. This is a skip, or rather a reroll. Nothing. I like going to trinket shops though, even if you whiff. I mean, I guess I'll take Rage 3. It's fine. I have a lot of money, so we can buy anything that's even slightly valuable. But it's good to go here and just see what there is. Damage, skip, space. This card's actually fine. Deal 30 damage plus 1 space. Look at that. There's an answer to I would like to take 1 more space maybe. Cool. There it is. I think now I will take double draw almost assuredly. That's fine. Fuck you, Arcus. You're a scumbag. This one's real weird. Overall, I want to play bottom floor. But the daze is obnoxious. And I can't play middle floor. I have to play the imp first. So I think it's imp here. Rector. Deranged brute here. And I will kill this guy. Yeah, I think that's the play. And then we can actually play hollow drippings to get the other one. I think that's the fine play, it's okay. We draw a kill for Fledgling Imp, which is important. It's okay to play it like this because these enemies aren't threatening. These two Absolvers do not threaten me very much. I'm gonna take a curse if I do anything here. I'm gonna just do nothing, I guess. Yeah. I don't want to do anything here. Yeah, so the second wave isn't threatening, which is why we just play it like that to stem the flow of curses. That's the idea there. And now we have +1 space to play. Cool. I should play the dregs on that turn. I shouldn't let them sit. Yeah. It's like, I guess this is what I was kind of looking out for. I didn't want to get caught by a dark shard, but make sure the bottom floor is all dead. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna dodge Ember Drain. It's good to just play these and get the money, but I was a little concerned about it, so I didn't. Missed 2 now on the Fledgling in front to this freaking bozo and his dark shards, but you know, I'm not worried about the curse here because yeah, he shouldn't go mid floor a second time. I would be surprised anyway. I would consider myself shocked if he did. Alright. The fight's over. We have 2 stealth, we have 300 or yeah, 600 damage, something crazy like that. I've been messing with my mouse sensitivity a lot, which is, you know, I've been trying to lower it quite a bit. It's tough, man. I gotta tell you, it's tough out here. I'm having a lot of trouble because I've lowered it. I used to play all my games on like 3500 DPI, and then I would mess with the in-game sensitivity. I'd usually play around 50% in-game sensitivity, and that is not viable since I've been trying to learn to play Overwatch. It cannot aim. And so I've been lowering my sensitivity a bunch, but now I can't flick my cursor around the screen as fast, and I gotta like move the whole mouse. It's very weird. I don't like it. Like draw again. I don't think I need energy. So, because my endless comes from votive key, I'm less interested in duplicating and getting another Fledgling Imp in here. Let me get rid of Memento Mori. This card's unplayable. We'll go old magic down to 0. I would like to draw. I'd like to get not. Yeah, I'd like double stack or holdover. Just not remove consume there is all I wanted. And we got it. Very cool. I can go over by 5 for another relic, or even just 15. Either way. It doesn't make a big difference now. Yeah, we just go. I have everything I want. And again, this is the power of getting what you want early is, yeah, I have no cards in my deck because I haven't had to take things to cover weird angles. That's the strength here. I'm not worried about the curses, actually. I don't think it's particularly concerning. I might get caught a little bit on the Ember Drained front. I guess energy would be fine for this, but yeah. I think it's fine. Because most of the deck, other than these two cards, is free. So I think it shouldn't be that bad that I will miss occasionally. My Fledgling Imp should die. I mean, in this fight I'm never going to be able to play them anyway because of the curses. But actually most of this deck is free. It's just the Fledgling Imps and the one Hornbreak, but I can make the other Hornbreak free as well. It's another good reason to not take energy here. I don't need energy because my whole deck is free except for the units. Even with one energy I might be able to play Engulfed in Smoke here, but I don't need it. Engulfed in Smoke is only really required for the Divinity, and I guess for Seraph it won't hurt. But like, I have the wall here, and I have 5 health per turn. I have the absolute wall though. I have level 3 Harvest Rector. He doesn't mess around. He is gaining like, yeah, 85 was what he was gaining. He's getting 80 health per turn right now. So the only enemy that threatens him is he can get sniped on turn 1 by Patient Seraph. And I can lose the fight because the Deranged Brood dies. Although if the Deranged Brood dies, Rector might win Relentless on his own anyway. It's a close one. With this much health, it really is a close one. Oh, I'm just gonna end my turn. I don't feel there's anything better to do here. It's a 1-tap. No, he got a second hit in, never mind. I was wrong, it wasn't a 1-tap. Okay. And I don't need anything in this deck. I don't need March of Shields or anything like that. So, like I said, wait, I wanted to go to the magic shop, right? I don't need anything from the duplicates. We can go get more removals. This is a deck that can remove as many cards as I want. Entombed Explosive, Queen Zimpling, all gone. Railhammer's good. It's a nice little certainty. Sorry, I was sitting up. I can't lean back like that all the time. I'm gonna take Lost Luggage. It's only 3 cards though on turn 1. That's a good point. I want to take this relic, so I'm going to. Imsicle is pretty good. And Imsicle means I take Flicker's Liquor here, and I have exactly enough for Railhammer, so sure. I don't know if I need Imsicle, really. I mean, I don't need Imsicle, I just took it because it's exciting. I like Imsicle. I don't need it, though. Lost Luggage is probably a little better. 3 more chances to hit Queen or Fledgling Imp on turn 1. But sometimes we'll just get him anyway. How do you want to go about this? I think I'm going to play... Yeah, I'm gonna play Rector first. I'm not gonna sweat the Fledgling Imp too much. Like the extra Fledgling Imp here, I'm not gonna sweat this guy. I'm not gonna worry about making sure that I get him endless because I should draw the actual Fledgling Imp soon. Not necessarily immediately, but soon. We can endless a Transcendent here, which is good. I mean, it's better than good, it's absurd. It is a little bit stronger than good. I apologize, I kind of undersold it. Engulfed in Smoke solid. Fledgling can tank melee weakness for us. I have to draw the 30 damage card here. Yeah. So I have a guaranteed kill on my Fledgling. I drew another Transcendent. What the hell, Imsicle? What is this? Okay, alright, sure. The weird part is that I have to play, like, Transcendent first. Yeah, I guess. Now, my Fledgling Imp is going away. He is done for. He doesn't get to be endless, but we have a better version of him here endlessly. So I guess it's fine. What? There is no way. That is like That is actually not possible. That is not... There is no way. That doesn't happen. Like, that just doesn't happen. I don't think. I'm so shocked I dropped it. What the fuck? That's ridiculous, right? Like, that is ridiculous. I pulled 3 Transcendents in a row off of Imsicle? For real? Okay, I was waiting. I was about ready for it to be a 4th. Yeah, oh no, I messed up. I missed 1 round of Transcendent. Oh, tragic. Tragic. Oh no. It's not tragic, I don't care. It doesn't make a difference whatsoever. I mean, it makes a difference in that the number is going to be slightly smaller when Seraph dies in Pre-Relentless here. Not on this turn, but soon. Soon. Actually, maybe on this turn. If I just stealth and then drop a guy. Next turn. Yeah, 28-33. Yeah. Alright, Seraph, close one, close one. Ah, he's not gonna die pre-relentless, how sad. It did make a difference. My score is ruined. Alright, I'm just gonna end turn 4 times. I mean, yeah, cool. I generated like an absurd number of Transcendents. I pulled 3 Transcendents in a row. That doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen. Numbers thing, by the way, for you here, to come back to reality for a second. If you draw your deck in 2 turns after playing your units, like I do here, and you double stack an Engulfed in Smoke, 1 Engulfed in Smoke will be positive on your stealth for the cycle. You can look at it as, I draw Engulfed in Smoke on average every 2 turns, and I'm creating 4 stealth. Holdover means that Engulfed in Smoke will be positive by 1 stealth, because every turn you'll play it and you'll gain 2 stealth. This one is positive by 2 every 4 turns. Same thing, actually, I think. Same as holdover, but it's just a different way to have it, because you might think that holdover is the end-all be-all, is what I'm trying to say, and it isn't. Not necessarily. Yeah, we gotta get endless on this guy. We're not necessarily going to have that happen again. Down to Dark Deal It. Also really good multi-imp draw, actually. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Fledgling imp, sure, sure. I am on the chopping block next turn, but the stealth should be here just in time. Without Railhammer I would be in trouble, but without Railhammer I would play the combat differently, so it's not really worth considering, because I would just base him on turn 1 without Railhammer here. I'm not actually on the chopping block, I was wrong. Okay. So we go Smoke, Fledgling Imp, and now we're very, very positive here. Yeah, now we're done. This is over. The enemies can go home now. We're gonna pick off where it makes sense to, like that, though. It's good to get rid of, like, the small enemies where I can ahead of time, yeah, because sometimes Damage Shield's gonna do things like that to me as well. Sometimes number of hits is still a problem. The enemies are gonna do you like that. All of my... No, okay, so I should play this Fledgling Imp. I should play... Okay, I should play Fledgling Imp first. There's a chance it hits Hornbreak there is why. And so I will just play him first to guarantee the rest of the turn. Like so. I kill here, stealth to 7. Yeah, all of that is fine. All I really need to do now, because I'm over 290 on my actual hits for this wave, so all that's left to really do now is to... it's just to watch, I guess, because everything else is handled. The only thing that's left to do is watch for any, like, 5 bangers here. So next wave, basically, I just have to watch and Hornbreak the stragglers. Hornbreak, by the way. What a great card. Look at Hornbreak. Should kill this guy even. Yeah. I'm giving this more thought than it needs, truly. I don't need to think about this much. This fight, like, I could just end turn 10 times and this would be over. But it's good to be cautious a little bit from time to time. I cannot imagine a world where I could lose this, though. But, you know. I added in oh my god, hello, Monster Train? Please? I added in all of this stuff, so we may as well use it. I added the failsafes just to be sure nothing went wrong. So we may as well go through and do things like kill, kill. You know, just to be sure. Go get him, Fledgling. Really though, like in a melting Exile Hellhorn start, is there a better 2-relic start than Gurg's Goad Votive Key? I don't know. Maybe. It is really good. I have to say. And yet, we didn't even get a perfect combat, or a perfect run, I mean. We got caught for 12 by a damage shield enemy. And I didn't take a lot of trials just to be safe. And that's often the thing about trying to get a perfect run. I have to be actively looking for it because, yeah, a lot of times I'll just skip like the combat 7 trial. Hey, I don't need 400 gold. I'm gonna win this run anyway, so I can just not take the risk. Risk management is a good part of this game as well. Just going, hey, I don't really need this. Cool. Maybe one of the most blessed starts of my life, I have to say. Votive Key, Gurg's Goad, Deranged Brute, multi-strike for a shop. Everything was handed to me in Ring 2. You'll love to see it. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.